All right, everybody. Welcome. Breaking news. We got a pretty large earthquake. I guess it was centered in Malaysia. 7.1 was the preliminary. Watching what EMSC has to say right now. Yeah, 7.1. Malaysia. I guess it's right there. Yep. Interesting location for this earthquake, too. That's kind of an odd place. I suspect lots of damage. On that straight line, we also see a 5 in central Sumatra, and another one in southern Sumatra, 3.8. So along that line. Why do I look there? Because primarily all this stuff is moving that direction up and over the Australian plate. This is probably not the only one we're going to encounter. If you remember, we had a bunch of earthquakes in this region right here, and a couple weeks ago we had a bunch of them right here and then also out here in the trench. But that being said, well, let's get into it in just a minute. Be right with you. Let's see if this will work here. Guess that one won't.
Well, howdy there, friends. Let me introduce. I'm Joe Slick. Yeah, I'm here to produce. Citizen journalist. I'm out on the scene 24/7. I'm living the dream. Got my camera rolling, ready for the scoop. With my trusty crew, we're a wild bunch of troops. From dawn till dusk, we'll uncover it all. Rattling the truth in this media brawl. Come take a journey with me. Come ride on my train. We'll dive into the long and winding lane. Events and phenomena we're here to share. Joe Slick and the crew are going everywhere. Morning reports at 8 will break down the news. In Arizona time, we'll light up your views. From Monday to Friday, we bring you the light. Unveiling the shadows, we'll put them in sight. Wednesdays and Saturdays, the rabbit hole's live at 7 p.m. where the truth will thrive. Digging deep, uncovering the lies. Sifting through the chaos, we're reaching for the skies. So tune in, friends, don't you ever miss. Joe Slick's got the stories that you shouldn't dismiss.
Alrighty. Good morning. Welcome. And all good here. But looks like a big, giant earthquake just rocked little Malaysia. Strange place for it to pop off. USGS does not have it even posted yet. We're that early. It happened at 16:57, about 13 minutes ago. So let's go ahead and show you what's going on here. Here's the EMSC, European seismic people, and they usually get things pretty fast because they post things that aren't super checked out. But this is a big earthquake. And looking at dynamic earth, and you can see the propagation everywhere. I would suggest that it's somewhere Japan, Java, in this region right here. And you can see Mount Everest really got rocked. So and you see how it's now getting through propagating through Alaska and getting ready to come onto the west coast of the U.S. It's propagating all the way through Russia. Even Iceland is feeling it. Svalbard's already got it. So it's coming across all the way to New York as well. So right now, this is the latest Sabah, Malaysia, at a depth of 620. And this is a big big earthquake for being that deep. It's an interesting place too. Um, do the maps here. Historical seismicity. We'll check it out. This is an anomaly. This is an unusual place for this to happen. Let me see intensities. Yeah, you can see this earthquake here. People are feeling it around Malaysia, but it's not in a usual place, and that's what is real remarkable to me. And like I was telling you just as our intro, we did have several earthquakes right here in the Philippines. We've got a couple of volcanoes that are active in the Philippines. Mayon has been popping off. Canloan's been popping off, right? And these are, and even Taal, which is right up in here, it's been not popping off, but steaming is normal. But it's a major volcano, and it looks like it's along a system of a fault system that works right in here through the coast of Malaysia. I'm going to go ahead and search here. USGS does have it now, and let's go ahead and take a look at it. There's the moment tensor right now. It seems to me this is a bit of a strike slip, but let me see if I can't get it for you so you can kind of see what differentiate between what the hell. All right, here we go. How about this? Is this the one? Yeah. All right. Yeah, under quick here. Where's the red one? Right here. Let me see if you can see this. No, you can't. All right, so let me add a display capture and go like that. I don't know which one. Yeah, it's that one. Okay, good. Let me zoom it in here and put it right in here in the middle. Apologize for this when you got to rebuild your site with some of the issues in Microsoft and these crazy wackadoodle updates. You know, that happens. So, all right. So there's the tensor ball. Kind of looks like this one right here, or this one down here. Transition extension shear. Kind of looks like that one too. Or maybe even that one right there. Transpression, a compressional shear. Yeah, just the angles on it, right? So if we're looking at it, we open it up. Pressure's from the north, and the tension is from the south. So more than likely, it's along this fault right through here. And by looking at the angle of the topography, if we just went to the GE real quick for you, and I can shut that one off for you. Zooming on out and over. The earthquake happened right off here. So here's Coda right here. So the earthquake happened right here. Let's get the actual, and they got a pretty dang 600 depth. That's pretty crazy. Dynamic Earth is still showing it pretty rock and rolling. Is it coming through America yet? Yeah, just barely. Hollister, I see it. Bel Air, LA, and Brawley. So it's going around the Earth. It's on the other side of the planet, everybody. So if I did a search, there's the epicenter right there. So save the project, and that'll be a 7.1. 7.1 ... 2/22/26. Description. Let's go ahead and get a description out of this one right here. Copy. All right, and done. All right, so there's the center of the earthquake. 600 depth. That's pretty crazy. That might knock down some of the pain that they're going to feel. Awu volcano's active, Krangutang's active, Raung's active, Lokan Impong and Soputan are all active volcanoes. On this side, we have Dakono and Halemarhara. Both have been popping off for a better part of a year. Up in here, we have Canloan volcano. The other 6.9 that happened is September 30th. It was right here. And this is all the Philippines, by the way. Mayon volcano's been acting up too. So it's all along this edge, but you can see this kind of looks like a plate boundary here. Let's go ahead and see if we can't see what their plate boundary here, tectonic plate boundary search. If you look, yeah, see even here on Malaysia, they don't even show it. You can see a nice island track. Could be due to uplift or what have you. Ghostquake at 750 in New Zealand as well. Fiji deep overnight. Subducting plate in Borneo is what's happening. Canuck is saying. Someone going to plug. Yeah, I know, bud. And I don't want to even say the words. You have a ghost quake in New Zealand. Who's reporting that ghost quake? Was it this one? No, it's not that one. Alamax maybe. Eighth continent will be made in China. I think this was actually dead here. I guess that site dead too. All right, well, whatever. So we're not seeing, it's in the middle of the maritime continent here, all right? So the Australian plates diving underneath Java and Sumatra, and we have the Philippine Trench diving underneath the Philippines. All this is uplift. So the Sunda Strait, which is over here, this is just the Sunda Sea, and China would love that to be called the South China Sea, but the POS is, we'll see what's happening. Right here is Vietnam, and then Korea is up here. So Indo-China, and normally we see big earthquakes happen out here. Like when was the 7 that happened, or 7/7 that happened right here? Wasn't that like this time last year? That a large earthquake happened, or was it the year before? We'll go to do a search here. No new information here for that, but if we went search, wait, what the hell? I'll just do it this way. Here we go. Do the search catalog. It wasn't too long ago. I'll put it in 24. Custom maritime continent area. Search. All right. So yeah, here's the 7/7 that happened. Oh, last year at close to this time, yeah. So it happened in March 28th of 2025, and it was up in Malaysia, or not Malaysia, but Burma, Myanmar. So that one hit, and then the 8.8 hit up in Kamchatka. And this one here is a 7.1 right now. The 7.4 Philippine quake was right here, and that took place October 10th of last year. And then we have this one that took place in 24, where these were the earthquakes area that was happening not too long ago, just a couple weeks ago. We had a swarm right out here in the Celeb Sea. I wonder if I'm going to do another search here. And yeah, this is only the three. Oh, there's the Taiwan quake that happened in 24, April 4th. And then, of course, the 7.1 in Japan on August 8th of 24. I thought August, was there another August? There was a July. Okay. Interesting. This one popped, and then that one popped. And then this one popped, and then that one popped, and now we have this one. I would say, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quakes since 24, all sevens, and you can see in a tight knit area, this place is super stinking busy. We did have the 8.8 up here, and I'd have to do another search what exactly the date was on that. Well, actually, I might have it. Go back up here. Well, not there. Here we go. Here's the 9. Here's the 8.8. It happened in July 29th of last year. So July 29 of 25, that's the 8.8. There was a 7.0 on July 20th, and that spawned that one. There was also July 29th of 4.8 up here. And that 400-mile rip took place. The entire southern portion of Kamchatka here moved east some 2 meters, and then it creeped ever since then. So I don't know what the full length is now, but those are all the red dots you see are volcanoes. And so this is very, very interesting. Center of the plate, yeah. We do get periodically. We do get a couple of Vietnam earthquakes, which is right over here. But you can see it seems like this arc right here is going. This arc here is going. So if it's pivoting here, right? I'm thinking this is our problem area right there. And within the next year. That's what I'm going to go ahead and say. Seeing how we're only looking from 24. Everything's been, if you took a center part, I'll just take a picture, see if I can take a picture and kind of show you what I'm talking about. And this isn't scientific. This is just my opinion, of course. All right. It's like, anyway, everybody has one. Yeah. Anyway, open with paint. And then I'll make sure you can see what I'm talking about. Here, put this over. What the heck? Oh, I didn't lock that one down. There we go. Display capture. Bring this. Hey. Come here, you. There we go. Oh boy, man, he didn't want to do anything. So, my point is this: that if we have, in this region, a center point, then my thought is that if I took a line here, and I took a line here, and then the next line, I'd say is down here. So that's there's 1, 2, and then 3. 3 has to pop now. Because what we did, although it did pop here and here, because it's interrelated, I'd say number 3 has to go in this area. 7 plus. That's just kind of what I thought. What do we have? 6.5 Thailand was removed. Chile incoming now. Okay. I'm not seeing anything. Well, here's Pinton, but Mount McKinley has a little dinger. Japan, a little dinger. Still some vibrations, but nothing serious. Borneo, the bottom of the Suna Plate. Yeah. Oh, it never happened. There was coming post to it too. Name the place you're looking now, Joe. What? Oh, I'm saying Sumatra myself. I think due to the fault system going the direction it's going, and knowing that here Guatemala just popped with a 4-3. 26 people. There's no threat of tsunami risk. It's too deep to push up and create that. But on this map, just looking at this 3.8 here, what happened to that other one? There was a 5 up in here. What the hell? There it is. There's southern Sumatra, Indonesia. Happened 50 kilometers depth, and here's the location on the map here. It didn't like it. There we go. Here's the map. Mount Merapi has also been active lately, so that's interesting. This 5.0 hit right here before the 7. All right. I don't know what the hell is it crapped out. Exit page. Before the 7, so close out. I'll put that back in. 6.5 quick. I didn't see it. I was studying today about volcanoes, so I wasn't online, and so missing a 6.5. You know, it happens. Oh, over here. 6.0 South Fiji. 5.3, and it's a 6. There's the 5.1. Here's a 5.0, so straight line across, even. And then we just had a 4.3 Nemuro, Japan, prior to this 8. So you can see the trajectory here. Yeah. This lineament active. Northeast to southwest lineament from Kamchatka all the way to Sumatra. On a 6, the 7 has the Jake break, right? Did you hear the Jake break on the 7? Thailand, Laos border. That's not even there. This little one? USGS does not have it, huh? Cold Queen, but Chile had a 4.9. I'm 4 hours back. I don't see a 6.5. Guatemala had a 4. PNG had a 4.9, 96 depth. New Zealand had a 4.5. Guatemala had a 4.2. Fiji Islands had a 5.4 at 176 depth. Here's the 6.0 south of Fiji at 654 depth. Here's a South Fiji 5.3 at 635 depth. Kuril Islands had a 5.8 10 hours ago. at 5.8. That's on that same northwest to southeast. I mean, northeast to southwest lineament. Northern Peru had a 5. I'm 11 hours back, so I don't see what you were talking about. Army trumpets, yeah. It got removed, well. Oh, after the 7.1. Okay, I see what you're saying, bud. It's probably an echo. A lot of times earthquakes, large earthquakes, will create an echo. And if it's ruled out that way. Often when I said Japan had 2 8s, they had 1 8. According to scientists over there that ruled it out. Although they had 2 different timestamps. Sometimes Tsunami World will have it, but Borneo 7.1, yeah, see, they only have 385 depth. So, yeah, I'm not seeing it. It's a really interesting place for a earthquake to happen. Yeah, they just had. I'm reading Walleye King's. He said Fiji had a crazy deep quake this week. I had one this weekend. Yeah, no doubt. Interesting, Joe. Okay. The old Coast Plate moving big now, soon to plate. Philippine Sea in the middle, Nankai Trough going big soon, he says. We've been saying that for a minute, and it hasn't. It did. I showed you a big earthquake that did take place on that right there. This happened in 24, a 7.1. This area, these little bays right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even this 6th one. This is the Nankai Trough. All of Japan is aware of the Nankai Trough. It can produce 8s, high 7s, and when it does, it usually doubles on them. So when this 7.1 hit and nothing happened, very odd. However, putting that in context, in a recent context, this area right here has been banging pretty good. And if I showed you another search in Dorne, what we're doing is we're I'll put a 5. Custom, and I'll put just for the last year, or the last 2 years, like I'm doing, and then do this whole region. There'll be a lot of quakes, but we'll see. All right, so this is the Nankai Trough area. What seems to be locked up is these 2 bays right here. But we did have a large earthquake, a 6.3 that happened there. Here's where the 7.1 hit. There's a 6.8 that hit right there. And this is a 6.1. This is all from 2024 and onward. We did have the 7 that took place. Oh, that's a 6.1. 5.7. We had a 7 that was up here as well. But this is the area I was talking about. It seems to be an increasing line of activity moving northeast to southwest, right here across Tokyo. Tokyo here is a super, we got one, two, 3, 4 plates all interacting right here. Massive activity. We did see over the last year, I think this was in 25, of course, massive amount of number 5s out here, 5 earthquakes. We thought the whole thing was really going to break out here in, and these happened in June. 25. And this one, it happened the year before in August. So, and then also in January. So when this was happening, it was after this 7, and we said, well, what's going on here? The Nankai Trough is ready to pop. It does look like these two sections are locked up or not producing any earthquakes. So the Cali and Chile will go big as well. Then Cali and Chile, on 9. How many 9s have we seen in the last 50 years? Let me ask the question there. All right. What does it say? It says, since 1900, there have been approximately 120 to 130 earthquakes with a magnitude of 8 or higher. All right? Basically, 1 a year. Right? 120 to 130. From 1900 to 2000. 26. Yeah, that's right there at 1 a year. So an 8 on average. Total count data shows 122 occurrences of magnitude 8 to 8.9 between 1900 and 2021. The highest magnitudes, 1960, 9.5, 64, Alaska, 9.2, Indian Ocean in 2004 was a 9.1, and Tohoku quake, 9.1. So, in 2011. So we have 1960, 1964, relatively 4 years apart, right? 2004 and 2011, which is, I don't know, maybe 7 years apart. So they happen relatively close. Now, having an 8.8, which we just encountered, right? March 28th of 2005, 8.6 Indonesia. They don't even have, the 8.8 is not even on this list. Wow. That's not, 8.8, 2010 in Chile. 8.8 Kamchatka. Okay, yeah. There we go. Yeah, the Indian Ocean, that's the one that December 26th of 2004, 9.2, 9.3. Tohoku quake 9.0 to 9.1 in March of 2011. Chile, 2010, 8.8. Kamchatka, 2025 at 8.8. 8.6, Nice, Indonesia, Sumatra, 2005, March 28. Indian Ocean earthquake, 2012, April 11th of 2012, 8.6. 8.4 to 7.9, and 7.9. Bengkulu, Indonesia, Sumatra, 2007, September 12th of 07. So Indonesia pops, and when's the last Indonesian quake that has even happened in here? But this is a rare earthquake, at least in the last 100 years. So, actually, this is a total of 1,867 earthquakes. Not in the last 100 years, but oldest first. I went from 24. So in 2024, we have 1,800 earthquakes that are greater than a 5. And this is where they happen. Again, you can see the emptiness right there. You gotta wonder. That's a big hole. Plenty of activity here. Also in Taiwan. But nothing here. Very rare earthquake that I'm seeing here. The 7.1 happened here in 24, July 11th. And it's awfully quiet up in here, this part of Indonesia. We did have the Flores down here. We had a 7 down here. And this is Java Sea. Here's the Flores Sea. I remember a couple of 5s or 7s that have happened down here. Here's a 6-1. I thought we had a 7-7 over here as well. 6-4, 6-7. Maybe I just got to do my search again. All right. See what's going on. Let's go 5, of course. I'll do 2000. Custom. Just this region. There you go. Oh, too many earthquakes. All right, 6. Terrain. All right, so these are 6s above since the year 2000. Heavy concentration right through here. There has been a 6. 6.0 happened in Malaysia. 2015, 6. It had a 6. June 4th of 2015. And I think I remember this quake. That's 2015 as well, 12/20. So both of these quakes hit on the same year, and then now we have this one. Canuck is saying he believes the Nankai Trough. And you can still see that empty hole right there. So it tends to go on the backside here and then on out. Or the volcanic islands or the Isuzu Islands. And this is the, what do they call these islands? The Naz region? No. Naz, Japan. 2016, there was a 7 there. Wow. Yeah. Well, that's Japan, of course. Japan's always going to get quakes. You can see a nice line of earthquakes moving across China at 6 or graders. We have the Malaysia, up there. Here's the 8.6 happened in 2012. That killed 250,000 people. Oh, no, not on that 8.6. It was this one here. 2004, 12/26. I dreamed that quake 3 days before it happened. And I think the Lord was just telling me to pray. Just pray for the people. I didn't understand it, but I learned. What else we're saying in chat here? The big 8s in 1950s, 60s could have been 9s. Probably Vampy. Tech is better now. And they don't use the Richter scale anymore. They use a moment magnitude scale, which has a subjective component to it now. So you can look in here. I'm not seeing any aftershocks. That's kind of wild. Big earthquake and no aftershocks. All right, they're talking about EMSC. Somebody's 9-story condo in Phuket, Thailand, just shook for almost 2 minutes. Right at exactly midnight, too. Scared this Ryan B. Walton online. So, interesting there. So it swayed and the like. Those are some reports. Probably I can look, see what, yeah, turn that one off. Da, da. Da, da, da. I'm going to go on X and find out if anybody's saying anything. Sometimes X will play, or Twitter, you know, somebody will. See if there's any damage. Malaysia earthquake. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is, everybody's saying it's an incredibly rare earthquake. Unusual spot. This guy is talking weird. China this week upgraded its trade pact with the ASEAN, Malaysia. 12 nations now face the tariff of tsunami together. Silent economic earthquake. Ignore by Western media. China expands, supply chains tighten. That's pretty much it. Mm-hmm. And well, there's no visuals of the earthquake. So, all right. So enough said there. If anybody else has something that popped through, that'd be all right. Bali and Java have not had big ones for a while. Yeah. 2012 was an adjustment from the 2004 big one. Canuck says. Yeah, Vampy, we saw that one. I posted that before. I don't know why the sevens don't come up. And generally, when I see this area here start to go popping off real good, then over here goes off. But this is an unusual earthquake. It's only been 2 in the last 100 years, and one's right in here. So, that being said, we'll continue watching and be aware, have a plan. And if you want to know more, you can find us over on twitch.tv/JoeSlickLive. And thanks for your subscriptions, your gratuities. If you'd like it, leave it a gratuity. Like we did, we helped Canuck with his emergency heat while he was freezing up there. We were all very happy to help him and supply the need for that reimbursement so that he can continue doing what he needs to do with his life and helping his sister. Appreciate it, and thanks everybody. We'll be around, be watching, and remember, don't get none on you, for sure.
Well, howdy there, friends. Let me introduce. I'm Joe Slick. Yeah, I'm here to produce. Citizen journalist, I'm out on the scene 24/7. I'm living the dream. Got my camera rolling, ready for the scoop. With my trusty crew, we're a wild bunch of troops. From dawn till dusk, we'll uncover it all, rattling the truth in this media brawl. Come take a journey with me. Come ride on my train. We'll dive into the long and winding lane. Events and phenomena we're here to share. Joe Slick and the crew are going everywhere. Morning reports at 8 will break down the news. In Arizona time, we'll light up your views. From Monday to Friday, we bring you the light. Unveiling the shadows, we'll put them in sight. Wednesdays and Saturdays, the rabbit hole's live at 7 p.m. where the truth will thrive. Digging deep, uncovering the lies. Sifting through the chaos, we're reaching for the skies. So tune in, friends, don't you ever miss. Joe Slick's got the stories that you shouldn't dismiss.
All right, then hang out, everybody, and we'll be watching. Keep an eye out for you and for me, and everybody be safe. Have a plan. And remember, don't get none on you.